You guys good? Got us?
I'm
Cool.
good.
Open statement, coach.
Yeah, disappointing game. I mean, I don't know if I've ever been involved in a game that was a winnable game going in the fourth quarter and lost so bad. Our tackling was atrocious tonight. I mean, that was as bad of a tackling performance as I've been around. Not really sure where that came from, but obviously that's on us as coaches, not doing a good enough job getting our guys prepared. Um, Offensively, we had two drives early on their deep in their side of the field, got 0 points out of both of those two missed long field goals. They were long field goals. We were able to kind of get some footing and came out in the second half, and we got a bunch of three and outs in a row. Had great opportunities to go ahead and cut that to a 6 point game, and we didn't do anything with it. I mean, I know that we were close to 300 yards at half offense, and I don't think we got much more than that. So it was a pitiful performance in the second half offensively. It was a pitiful performance first half defensively, and we just got to do a better job of coaches. And it starts with me.
Question.
Defensively, you talked about the tackling, how you thought it was very poor, but 574 yards for La Tech tonight, a lot of explosive plays. Just what else did you see wrong with the defense tonight?
If you look at the amount of yards they got and you go with the amount of yards after contact, I guarantee you there's about 150 to 200 yards out there. Yeah, I mean they made some plays and we get some explosives, but really it was the yards after contact was huge. I mean if we tackle better and we look tired out there, and again it was a bad bad performance first half, especially defensively. At the end we kind of fell, kind of just broke down or whatever. But third quarter, we played well enough to get ourselves back in the game and just didn't do anything with it offensively. But defensively, that was again, we're only 2 games into this with new guys, so it's hard to say it's uncharacteristic because we're only 3 games into the season. We played better than that the first 2 weeks, and I think we played against a fairly decent Tulsa offensive team. And we just looked bad. We looked tired tonight, and we didn't tackle well at all.
Yeah. Louisiana Tech, they ran with a kind of a two QB system tonight. Baker started, and Kukoc got in there for some plays, threw a touchdown. Just what were you guys thinking about then? Maybe going with the two QB system, and what was the game plan, the strategy for that coming in to try and stop two quarterbacks?
Well, we knew they were going to start somebody different. And they wanted to run the ball. They came out early in the game really aggressive, taking some shots down the field. They hadn't thrown the ball for a lot of yards throughout the first 2 weeks of the season for them. So we knew they were going to take some shots down the field, and they did. And again, first half, I mean, when you look at it at two different halves, that first half we looked lethargic, we looked slow, we looked tired, we didn't tackle well, we gave up explosive plays, and then we really settled down in the third quarter and played good football.
Yeah, those two touchdown passes that Logan had at towards the end of the first half, it gave you guys a chance and made the game a little bit more manageable. But he had three turnovers in the second half, and now he's had a turnover in every game so far. Just how do you feel like his turnover problem is, and what do you feel like he needs to do to manage that?
Well, I mean, the turnover. I mean, it was a backbreaker. I mean, you're down 16 points, and yeah, I mean, you can come back from 16 points, and there's plenty of time left, and the ball just slips out of his hand. It's just got to do a better job of ball security. It's just the unforced error, and then all of a sudden it's a scoop and score touchdown. Just bad all the way around. The pick he threw after that. It was kind of a, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of a lazy ball. I got to watch it on film. But yeah, you can't turn the ball over. If you're going to turn the ball over, in tight ball games, they can get away from you real fast. And that's exactly what you saw tonight.
Um, you guys were 2-0 coming tonight now 2-1 and on a big road loss. You guys got a bye week before the big rivalry game against UNM. How much of that maybe cautious optimism that you were talking about towards the beginning of the season do you maybe still have after this
Oh, I got
game?
tons of
And also,
optimism. I mean, there's so many teams. You look at college football every week. You see teams go out and lose a game, lose it handily, come back the next week and win. I mean, right now I'm pissed. I don't feel good about it at all. But we'll wake up tomorrow and we'll get ready to go get after the Lobos. I mean, we'll be ready to go and we'll go play a good hard football game. It's again, we have to do a better job of getting our guys in position, getting them ready. We looked a little tired, a little lethargic early on. Part of that's guys learning how to play on the road and playing a good football team. And but at the end of the day, I look at it and I sit there and go like, throughout the entire course of that third quarter, you got a 13-point game. We put ourselves in a hole. We kind of dug ourselves out of it. Those early drives really hurt us. Defensively, again, we did not play well early in that game. Again, we played a good third quarter. So, I mean, there's things we're gonna. I mean, when you look at that whole game, it's not like the game was a blowout the entire time. I mean, the end of it, it got away
Yeah.
from it got ugly at the end. But I mean, you're literally watching the quarter change go into the fourth quarter, and you have a chance. You get a touchdown there, you make it a 6 point ball game. I mean, you got a chance to win that game, and then it just completely fell apart. So we got to look inside, look at ourselves internally, and we got to figure out how we're going to move forward from this. There's a lot of football left, and I'm not worried one bit about getting our guys going. I mean, again, I'm pissed, disappointed in the performance tonight. These things can't continue to happen. If something like that happens again, then we got some issues. But we're a better football team than that, and we'll get going.
Yeah. Rushing again, struggled.
Yes.
27 yards, 1.6 yards per carry. You guys had the big Callaway run towards the start of the game, but nothing really after that. Just I imagine you guys have tried stuff to fix that in practice and through watching film and stuff like that. What do you feel like there is kind of left to fix through 3 games?
Yeah, I mean, we are who we are. We need to continue to coach and get better. We need to be way more physical. I don't think we're very physical at the point of attack. That needs to change. Yeah, I mean, it's hard week in and week out when you're sitting there and you're not running them. I said it before this game. Rush for 150, you win the game. And it probably held true. We just could not establish a run game again. We threw the ball early in the game well around the football field, had a bunch of explosive plays, but we're gonna have to generate some rush offense.